If you're seeing this over on the YouTube channel, what's going on? I appreciate you. But we're live over on the Twitch right now. That's where you can catch where most of these videos go down, whether it be gaming, music reactions, all that. Join the Twitch community over there. Today we're reacting to Pitchfork just dropped their top 100 rap albums of all time. And today we'll be reacting to that, giving my takes, see where they messed up, see what they got right. But if you guys have anything else that you would change with this list, make sure you drop that down in the comments. But without further ado, let's get into this, man. Pitchfork's top 100 best rap albums of all time. All right, we don't need these ads. At 100, we got Doggy Style by Snoop. 1993 release date. I honestly thought that this would be a little bit higher. You know, the hip hop community tends to, I think it's more so because the iconic album art. But a lot of hip hop fans tend to throw this in higher regard. So kind of surprised to see it at 100, but good to see that it's on the list. In 99, we have Underdog by Doo-Wop Kane. I'm gonna be honest, I have not listened to this album, but maybe after seeing this, I'll have to go listen to it. It's kind of hard to believe that this made a top 100 rap albums list, though. Broken Silence by Foxy Brown. Okay. Keith LeBlanc, Major Malfunction. Can't say I've heard this one either. 1986. This must have been at the very, very inception of hip-hop music. For this to be on this list, I guess it makes sense. Possibly could have been a, just an inclusion just because it's one of the earlier ones that have come out. But this is crazy to me because most of these top 100 lists don't have multiple features from a single artist outside of probably a few. But I don't, like, if they're going to have a Lupe Fiasco album and it's not Food and Liquor, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of crazy. This is unreal. Why is Sexy Red even sniffing a top 100 rap list? A top 250 album rap list? A top 1,000 rap album list? Like, I don't get the appeal. Fantano gave this album an 8, but we all know that's a crazy take. Like, I don't know where. What am I missing with Sexy Red? What am I missing that this is 95 on? This is the 95th best rap album of all time according to Pitchfork. Again, like this, if there's not multiple Tyler inclusions, having Bastard as the Tyler album. Okay, Moment of Truth by Gang Starr, that's cool. Flockavelli, I don't mind that. This is very, I mean, in terms of like the trap scene, like that's pretty valid to have Flockavelli. That's a pioneering album. I'm cool with that. The Cold Vein by Cannibal Ox. This is niche. I have not heard it. Badass by Bussy. I'm gonna be honest again. Do we think that Bussy is cracking a top 100 rap album list? I don't know. I don't think so. Kind of funny to see Lil B on here. The Jack Artist by The Jacka. Not familiar. Alright. Having a Nicki album on here, I don't mind it. It's alright that we have it on here. But even being in the 80s is a little crazy to me. The Album by Matronix. Alright. I might have to get more in tune with 1980s hip hop. Maybe I'm not in tune with 1980s hip hop and that's on me. Maybe I need to get a little bit more in tune with 1980s hip hop, but as of right now I'm not. Shell Shocked by Mac. Okay. Street Gospel, Sugar Free. Okay. Bro. Again. What are we doing with Why is V's at 83? That makes no sense. How are you gonna have an album out for not even 3 years and you're already naming it the 83rd best rap album of all time? I don't understand that, but also the fact that it's V's. I don't mind V's, but we're talking top 100 rap albums all time. Like, are we serious? 808s and Dark Grapes by Maine at I'm not even gonna attempt to say that. I can hold you. Through 20 albums, there's probably been 6 or 7 of them that I just are too niche for what I've listened to so far in the hip hop. But on the other end, let me get this right. They had V's and they had Sexy Red above Doggy Style. Take that as you please. Prince Among Thieves, Prince Paul. Okay. Diplomatic Immunity. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Dares is a Dark Side. I believe that this is... I want to say that this album cover is a direct Maggot Brain by Funkadelic. I think that this and this are... At least I was inspired. That's just what came to mind by seeing that cover. But let's continue with this. Let's continue. Bizarre Ride to the Far Side by The Far Side. Okay. Black Up by Shabazz Palaces at 76. Supersonic by JJ Fad at 75. We Can't Be Stopped, The Ghetto Boys at 74. Rome by Arm & Hammer. I'm not gonna lie, I have heard this album. But do we think that this is Billy's best project? It's debatable. It's debatable. I don't mind having this. I actually do enjoy them having him on this list. I think that's a good shout. Illegal Business by Mac Mall at 72. Straight Out the Jungle by Jungle Brothers at 71. There we go. We got some Jeezy on here. All these albums are insanely niche. There's a lot of them so far, but I believe that as we get higher, it's gonna broaden up a little bit. I'd have to imagine that as we get a little bit higher, it's gonna broaden up. A lot of these selections that they got towards the back half are ones that they wanted to include of not underground, but like lesser known artists to make it more inclusive for more artists. If we're being real, if this was a top 100 rap album, if this was a true top 100 rap album list, there would probably be close to 10 Kanye West albums on here. There would probably be upwards of 5 Nas albums on here. There would probably be 4 to 5 Jay-Z albums on here. A lot of these lesser known artists, they're throwing at the back half of it in order to say that it's more diverse. These lists are never truly the top 100 rap albums. That's what it comes down to. Just Trying to Live by Devin the Dude. Alright. Good to see Cool G Rap on here at number 68. That's good. Again, at 67, Bad Bunny? Bad Bunny at a... This is just going to be so funny because I guarantee you there's 3 Kanye albums on here. They probably got Grad, Late Registration, College Dropout, and maybe My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. If all 4 of those aren't above Bad Bunny, are we serious? Come on. Escape by Houdini. Again, that's pretty niche. Alright, good to see we got Scarface on here. Rock Marciano. Again, I like the Rock Marciano inclusion. That's good. 63, we got On Top of the World, 8Ball, and MJG. This is unreal. This is unreal. This is blasphemous. This is bonkers. This is whatever you want to call it. Bad Bunny and Dr. Dre's The Chronic are 5 spots apart. Pitchfork, what are we doing? Pitchfork, what are we doing? The Chronic at 62. First off, this is a top 30 rap album all time. But to have it at 62 and to have Bad Bunny at 67. Come on. It's a little ludicrous. Cold Devil by Draco the Ruler. Again. For an album to have come out in 2017, I feel like I should have at least heard it before for it to be on this list. Maybe this is me with zero ball knowledge, but for it to be the 61st best rap album of all time? Alright. Let's hope this ain't the only Eminem selection. Number 60, we have the Marshall Mathers LP. Good shout. 60 seems a little low, though. Alright. Little DJ Screw inclusion at 59. I don't mind A$AP Rock, but 58? This is another one. Fear of a Black Planet at 57. Are we being for real right now? There's already been probably 3 top 30 rap albums of all time that are outside the top 50. Come on, Pitchfork. Come on. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Y'all can see that in the same frame. Let me do this though. Let me do this. At number 57, Fear of a Black Planet by Public Enemy. At 56, we got Chicken Talk by Gucci Mane. Pitchfork. Did you do Chicken Talk because you wanted to stick your fork in some chicken? Was there some big backs that were putting together this list that were thinking about food and not about the actual quality of the raps? Gucci Mane above Public Enemy. To each their own, I guess, right? To each their own. Alright, Chopper City in the Ghetto by BG. This might be a little high, but I love the Pop Smoke inclusion. Pop Smoke is one of the more influential rap figures probably in the 2020s. Or like that late 2018 and on. RIP, gone too soon, but I do like the Pop Smoke inclusion on this. 54 might be a little high, but Pop Smoke is a good shout for this. Alright, 3 6 Mafia at 53. I like that. Having Lil Kim is a good shout at 52. Alright. I like Boogie Down Productions at 51. I like that. Again, I don't mind the Chief Keef shout. I just think it's a little high. But would I say Almighty So is his best project? Probably not. I'd probably lean Finally Rich, but I like that they included Chief Keef. I like that they included Chief Keef and Pop Smoke. Those are 2 influential artists that should be included on a top 100 rap albums list. I do. Pitchfork, I got to give you some props on that. Donuts by Jay Dilla. We're getting into the good. Now. We're getting into the good. Azalea Banks. Better than Donuts? I don't know. Good shout. If this is the only Drake album, though, I don't know. Nothing Was the Same is my personal best Drake album, but they got Take Care on here. At least they had one Drake album. I was kind of afraid that when we got into this list, there was going to be a ton of Kendrick Glazers on this Pitchfork that weren't going to even include Drake. But good to see him in the top 50. Good to see him in the top 50. Again, if this is the only 50 Cent album, there might be a problem. Get Rich or Die Trying is obviously 50's best project. But at 46, we got 50 Cent as the future, 50 Cent and G Unit. Triple X by Danny Brown at 45. It's alright. This is kind of crazy. This is kind of crazy. But let's see what the next one is. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. And this is coming from somebody. I enjoy Kendrick. I enjoy Drake. I'm not glazing T-Pab because it's what you're told to believe. I understand everybody regards T-Pab already as one of the best albums all time. But hold up. To Pimp a Butterfly, you have To Pimp a Butterfly at 44 and Dial It at 43. Pitchfork. Are we serious? You have not even Cardi's best album. Self-titled's better. And you have Dial It over To Pimp a Butterfly. Who is making these lists? That is ridiculous. Unreal. I like the Missy Elliott inclusion, but this is already way out of place. T-Pab is top 20. Run DMC self-titled, okay. Again, this goes back to my point. This isn't the best Wayne album. Like, they're most likely only getting one inclusion, and this isn't the best Wayne album. So, I don't know. Let's hope that they included something from the Carter series. Alright, E1990 Eternal, Bone Thugs and Harmony. I knew they were gonna have Beastie Boys on here somewhere. They slot in at 38. That's fine. It's a little low for Liquid Swords. This is a little low for Liquid Swords. I'm having a hard time believing that there's going to be 36 albums better than Liquid Swords all time, but In a Major Way, E40, okay. They were going to have DMX on here somewhere. They got him in at 35. Rhythmalism, DJ Quick at 34. Don't think this is better than T-Pab, and don't think this is better than Liquid Sword. So, I don't know. Strictly Business by EPMD, 33. The War Report, all right. Dude, I love the Ka inclusion. I love that. R.I.P. Ka, R.I.P. Gone too soon. But this goes back to the Billy Woods and Rock Marciano. Thank you, Pitchfork, for showing love to these guys. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Riding Dirty by UGK. All right. All right. You mean to sit here and tell me that Project Pat's Mr. Don't Play, Everything's Working is better than T-Pab and better than Liquid Swords? Pitchfork. Come on. What are we doing? Like I said, if this was actually a top 100 rap album list, there would be 4 to 5 J albums. This is the best J album. And it's at 28. Good inclusion. Good inclusion. This is a 10 out of 10 project. Me personally, I have this as like a top 3 rap album all time. 28 seems a little low. But it's alright. We got the J inclusion. Yeezus Is Yeezus gonna be the... Hold up. There's only 26 spots left. I think there's 5 Kanye albums better than Yeezus. Possibly 6. Yeah, 6 Kanye albums better than Yeezus. And are 6 of the 26 spots going to be taken up by Kanye? We'll have to see. Black on Both Sides by Mos Def. That's a good shout. Good shout at 26. Wow! Wow! Earl at 25? Do we think that Earl is better than T-Pab? GZA with Liquid Swords? The Blueprint? Is this even better than Yeezus? 25? Wow. Straight out of Compton. We expected that to be on the list. Great Adventures of Slick Rick. Expected that to be on the list. A little high in my opinion. Soul Food by Goody Mob. Okay. Ready to Die. That's a good shout. Ready to Die being right around the 20 spot seems right. That seems about right for where Ready to Die should be. It's good placement by Pitchfork. De La Soul. Is this De La Soul's best project though? We'll take it. We'll take it. Enter the Wu-Tang by Wu-Tang Clan at 19. Enter the Wu-Tang by Wu-Tang at 19 seems awfully low. I'm finding it hard to believe there's 18 albums, 18 rap albums better than this. Okay, Paid in Full. That's fine. Doomsday. Good to see they got the right Doom selection. Good to see they got the right MF Doom selection. Doomsday is better than Food. I said it. If you say otherwise, that's fine. Not gonna say you're crazy, but good to see that they got the right MF Doom selection. Good to see. Wow. DS2 at 16? Dang. I mean, this is my favorite Future project. Slightly above Monster. But 16th? Is this better than T-Pab, Liquid Swords, Blueprint, Black on Both Sides, Yeezus? I don't know. I don't know. Only Built for Cuban Links? Not surprised at being in the top 15. Alright, so they have... Okay. They got multiple Public Enemies in here. That makes their placement of the last one better. That makes their placement of the last one better. The Low End Theory, that's valid. Valid placement at 13. So GKMC is at 12, but T-Pab is at 44. They're practically right around the same for me. Practically around the same. But to have T-Pab 32 spots less than GKMC? What? That's a little crazy to me. I'm surprised no Kendrick album cracked the top 10. Life After Death. So we got the two Biggie albums top 25. That's good. Pitchfork got something right there. So multiple Doom albums. Okay. Multiple Doom albums. Aquemini by Outkast. That's their best. That's their best album. Makes sense. Makes sense that they got Aquemini. But there's 8 spots left. If they only chose Yeezus as the only Kanye album and had it at what? 27? 27th, they had Yeezus by Kanye West. If that's the only Kanye project, This is the best clips. Actually, no, I take that back. Let God sort him out slightly better. But Hell Hath No Fury is a good take. Good take to have. I don't mind that being at 8. Miseducation at Lauryn Hill at 7. I'm surprised they have it this high solely because a lot of people argue whether it's soul or whether it's hip hop. That's the only reason I say that. But I like that it's top, that it's at 7. This can't be real. This can't be real. Rich Gang at 6? This is the 6th best rap album of all time. What? Everybody on the Pitchfork staff, lay them off tomorrow. Lay them off. Rich Gang at 6? Over T-Pab, over Liquid Swords, over The Blueprint, over Black on Both Sides, over Aquemini, Life After Death, Ready to Die. Jesus, I'm not... This is the 6th best rap album of all time? What? That's... Pitchfork, lay everybody off, whoever made this article. Lay them off. Get them off the staff. This is ludicrous. Illmatic being top 5 is based. Illmatic being top 5 is based. But what 4 albums are above Illmatic? Supreme Clientele. I don't think it's better than Illmatic, but it's fine at 4. That's fine. 400 Degrees by Juvenile at 3. Okay. All Eyes on Me at 2. Me personally, no, but that's fine, Pitchfork. What is the number 1 rap album of all time according to Pitchfork? The same people that probably only put Yeezus as the only Kanye album, put Jay-Z outside the top 25, put Rich Gang at 6. What do they have up their sleeve to put at number 1? Let's see. You know what? Pitchfork, you might have got number 1 right. You might have got number 1 right. This is the least outrageous take you've had on the list. The Infamous by Mobb Deep. Pitchfork, I congratulate you on actually having a valid number 1 spot. Me personally, I would have Illmatic and The Blueprint above it slightly. But I got Mobb Deep as a 9 out of 10. Just missing the 10. I got the Infamous at that. It's an all-time classic. It's a good pick for number 1. But like I said, this list has got multitude of spots that we got to work on. Multitude of spots we got to work on. That is unreal. That list that we just looked at not only missed certain people, had people on it that shouldn't even sniff a top 100 list, and also just like, I just can't get over this. Rich Gang at 6? What? I mean, overall though, not too crazy. Not too crazy. But that's going to be it for Pitchfork's list. Thank you for staying to the end of the video. Appreciate you watching it through. If you want more stuff like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. But also, make sure you hop over to the Twitch channel, which is MJGRPHX, MJ Graphics, and catch me live there. I usually am live anywhere from 5 to 6 times a week, somewhere around the 9 to 9:30 p.m. Eastern time for a start. I hope I can catch you over there, but until next time,